ORCA's website says it's an esoteric programming language. Some people say it's not really a live coding software, though I'm gonna group it in that category. As far as I can tell, it's just a sequencer. It doesn't make sound on its own. So I've got ORCA talking to Ableton Live. Okay, glasses are on, you're still here. Let's get into it. On the left here, I've laid out what channels I'm gonna use. These are all in Ableton. This block of hashtags is telling ORCA that all of this is a comment. And so this is for me to read, this is not for the computer to read. I don't want it to act like these letters are supposed to be operators. Command G lets you see all the different operators. This is not a great theme for reading them because the highlight and the contrast color are not super well differentiated, but it's there. So I don't really like looking at the Command G menu anyway. I like looking at the manual because I feel the descriptions here don't really tell me enough about how to use the operators. So we've got this nice middle space here, and that's where I'm gonna start writing some code. So easiest thing you need to know how to do is just send one MIDI signal. So to write out something that you wanna send as a MIDI signal, you're gonna do colon, and that tells it that it's MIDI. And then you see these dots pop up. They're white now instead of pink. This first one is gonna be MIDI channel. Second one is gonna be octave. This is the note, so it can be a lettered note. And then this is gonna be volume. So let's say we wanted to have the first channel, 0. As you can see, I've laid these out in Ableton already. And the way that I did that was to make a little synth patch. I'm using Pigments here. And this channel 1 is going to be channel 0 in ORCA because it's a 0-based number system. Starts kind of from 0. So I've labeled it 0 up here just as a mental note. And so I've got 0 pigments, 3 different pigments patches, and then a kick, a snare, and a hi-hat, which are drum synth for these two, and this is a sample. I want to use this first channel, and I just want to send it one note on. So this first channel is an atmospheric synth, not Dolby Atmos. First channel, let's just do 3rd octave, let's do C, and now for volume, the number system is really weird. If you want it to be full volume, I believe it's just, if you know about the concept of a bang from Maxim SP, this will sound familiar to you. So in ORCA, there's triggers or bangs, which are represented by a little asterisk, and so in order to make anything happen, we have to send it a trigger. In order to trigger this MIDI note, I need to send a bang to this space where my blue cursor is right now. I'm gonna go right above where my cursor is and put a D, which stands for delay. And then a really easy thing to do would be to copy this a couple times. So you can select and copy paste pretty easily. What if we just did this 4 times and then we did a bunch of different notes? So we could do D. We could do a major chord, C, E, G. Let's put the octave on top of C, so it's octave up. This second number again is the octave. So now that we have this chord, we can change the timing of when the notes are triggered. So what I want to do is have this second note be triggered every other cycle of the clock, so that's going to be 2 here. And this one will trigger every 4th cycle, that's here. And maybe I want this high note to be triggered faster. So to trigger something faster than the clock instead of on a multiple, which is slower, you put a number to the right of the D. So this is gonna be twice as fast.